You can feel it long before you can name it. The pulse in your neck quickens, your chest tightens, and a thin film of restlessness coats the day. You tell yourself it's normal, that everyone feels this kind of tension. But beneath that denial, your body whispers one word again and again: cortisol. It's the unseen rhythm keeper of stress and safety, rising with the sun to wake you, falling at night to let you rest. Yet in a world that never pauses, cortisol has forgotten how to sleep. Once, this hormone was the hero of survival. When danger appeared, it flooded your veins, sharpened your senses, saved your life. But the dangers of today are invisible. Deadlines, phones, noise, comparison. The body can't tell the difference between a predator and a notification, so it keeps sounding the alarm. You stay alert, tense, wired, and little by little, that alarm begins to drown out everything else. Clear skin, calm mood, deep sleep, peace. Your body isn't broken, it's exhausted. The same system that once saved you now needs saving. Food can help. Not the kind sold in neon packaging, but the kind grown under sky and soil. Real food still speaks the body's ancient language. It tells your hormones when to rise and when to fall. It gives your brain the minerals it has been begging for, and slowly, meal by mindful meal, you remind your body that the war is over. Magnesium is where calm begins. It's nature's brake pedal. When stress steals it, your muscles tense, your jaw tightens, your breath shortens. Spinach, kale, pumpkin seeds, and dark chocolate fill the reservoir again. The science is simple. Magnesium regulates the adrenal glands that make cortisol. The poetry is simpler still. These foods teach your body to exhale. Every bite tells your nerves, you can rest now. You're safe. Vitamin C is another quiet healer. Your adrenal glands drink it like water. Each time you face a storm, emotional or physical, they drain their supply. Without it, you feel fatigue that no sleep can fix. Citrus, kiwi, and bell peppers rebuild the stores. They don't just brighten the palate, they cleanse the stress that dulls your spirit. Vitamin C lowers cortisol after strain. But more beautifully, it reminds the body that restoration can taste sweet. Omega-3s bring peace to the edges of inflammation. Salmon, sardines, flax seeds, walnuts, each one cools the fire stress leaves behind. They help the brain's receptors hear serotonin again, smoothing anxiety's rough edges. When inflammation quiets, the skin follows. Breakouts fade, tone evens, the face regains that soft morning light. Balance isn't vanity, it's chemistry behaving like music. Adaptogens are the storytellers of endurance. Ashwagandha, holy basil, rhodiola, plants that survived drought and mountain cold. When you take them, they share that memory with you. Ashwagandha lowers cortisol and steadies nightly heart rate. Holy basil quiets the chaos of adrenaline. Rhodiola lifts fatigue without jarring the nerves. These herbs don't force control, they teach resilience. They whisper, strength is gentleness mastered. Protein holds the rhythm together. Skipping meals forces cortisol to rise in panic. Balanced protein says, we have enough. Eggs, lentils, tofu, or chicken, spaced through the day, keep blood sugar steady and the stress hormones calm. Even small adjustments, a proper breakfast, a satisfying lunch, retrain the endocrine clock. The body learns again that nourishment arrives on time, not in emergency. Color feeds the nervous system too. Red fruits protect cells from oxidation. Orange roots warm digestion. Purple berries cool inflammation. Greens neutralize the acid of stress and bring back the alkalinity of ease. Each hue is information. A plate painted with color is a message to your hormones. Life is abundant, not scarce. The body relaxes when it sees diversity. It remembers that the world is still generous. Gut health is the hidden dialogue behind every emotion. When stress lingers, the gut wall loosens, spilling irritation into the bloodstream. Probiotic foods rebuild that barrier. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut repopulate the microbes that send all clear signals to your brain. Serotonin is made here, not in your thoughts, but in your intestines. A peaceful gut lowers cortisol more effectively than discipline ever could. Calm begins in the stomach before it reaches the mind. Even water can be medicine. Dehydration is a silent stress that raises cortisol without warning. Drinking slowly, not mechanically, tells the body it's cared for. Add slices of cucumber, mint, or lemon, small rituals that turn necessity into nourishment. The act itself is communication. The brain feels attended to, and attention is the language of safety. Then there's sleep, the grand architect of balance. You can't eat your way out of exhaustion, but you can eat in a way that welcomes rest. Bananas, almonds, oats, and warm herbal teas release tryptophan that becomes serotonin, then melatonin. Light dinners signal the digestive system to stand down for the night. When the stomach sleeps, the mind can dream. Cortisol lowers naturally, and your body begins its silent repairs. Collagen renewal, immune strengthening, emotional sorting. Sugar, caffeine, and alcohol form the unholy trio of hormonal confusion. They promise alertness or relief, but deliver imbalance. Sugar spikes insulin, which drags cortisol along for the ride. Caffeine tricks your adrenals into panic. Alcohol numbs the signal for rest, making sleep shallow and recovery incomplete. Cutting them isn't punishment, it's permission to feel real calm, not the counterfeit kind. Nature itself is a food your body understands. Morning light lowers cortisol faster than any supplement. 10 minutes of sunlight on skin tells the hypothalamus that the day has begun. The body adjusts hormones accordingly. Evening darkness does the opposite, cueing melatonin to rise. The same photons that grow plants recalibrate your endocrine system. Step outside, breathe, and you're already participating in repair. Movement is another language of regulation. Gentle exercise, walking, yoga, swimming, uses cortisol for what it was meant for. Action. When you move intentionally, you burn the excess rather than storing it. Endorphins rise, inflammation lowers, and balance restores itself through motion. The goal isn't sweat, it's surrender. The graceful letting go of static energy the body no longer needs. Stillness has its place too. Deep breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, lowering heart rate and signaling safety. A few slow breaths before eating can reduce cortisol more than any medication. Meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection expand that effect. Each pause reminds your physiology that life is not an emergency. The nervous system listens to silence like soil listens to rain. Over time, as these practices take root, transformation becomes visible. Skin clears because inflammation has ended its whisper war. Sleep deepens because hormones now move like tides. Energy rises in the morning without caffeine's false promise. You find yourself reacting differently to traffic, to people, to problems. That's not personality change, it's biochemical peace. Your body has remembered how to trust itself. What ancient medicine called harmony, science calls homeostasis. Cortisol is not the enemy, it's rhythm. When fed and timed correctly, it carries you through challenges and then bows out gracefully. Balance doesn't mean constant calm, it means a body that knows when to return to center. Every leafy bite, every slow breath, every mindful night teaches that rhythm again. If there is a secret, it's this: healing isn't about addition, it's about alignment. You already have everything you need to regulate cortisol: light, food, breath, rest. You simply need to give them space to work together. The body is wiser than the noise that surrounds it. Trust it long enough, and it will choose balance every time. So tonight, eat gently, breathe deeply, and let the lights dim. Let your last thought before sleep be gratitude for the system that never stops trying to protect you. In that gratitude, the stress hormone softens, the skin cools, and the mind quiets. Tomorrow will greet you lighter, not because life has changed, but because chemistry has found peace with time. Keep steady, keep serene, and keep shining. This is Vital Dynasty.